This is the Kiwi Plus. I've been flicking this maybe a few days. This is one of my runner-ups for knife of the year. Could be the knife of the year. I don't know yet. So I like how this this is designed. Hey Wastelanders, this is Scary from the Last Ranger. Okay, this is my pre-video from the knife of the year because frankly we have 2 months left, so I can't do a knife of the year because there's so many more knives coming out this year. So I just wanted to cover some of the knives that I've been thinking about for knife of the year. So when I decide to pick a knife, I'm going to pick more than one knife. I'm probably going to pick a knife in a budget category. I don't have the categories in front of me right now. I haven't decided. I'm going to do a price range sort of selection. I really dig these Rough Riders APTA, and I mean it could almost be any of them because they're sort of like similar. I just like the idea of the APTA. You see here 3 knives. They're all the same body, but they're different. This is brass with jigged brass, and this is aluminium, and this is titanium. And if you haven't seen Stella, or you never heard of Stella's Obsession, she's here on YouTube. She did a customized version of this titanium, or she's working on it. I saw the one side on her live, and she did a fantastic job. She added color, but on top of that, she used a Dremel and carved out. It's kind of a rock pattern. I think that was what it's called. So this is titanium. It's very nice because you can customize it. So, and if you see this, there's 3 blades, 3 designs. There's more designs. There's a actually blue jean micarta handle that's really nice. I believe there's maybe at least 5, maybe more, maybe 5 to 7 designs. So this would be considered a knife of the year, possibly, and it's extremely budget, but nothing was over right about 40 or less. So, and these APTAs are they don't say on there anywhere, but there's VG10 steel. So VG10 is a good steel in my book. I like this blade. Constantly keep hitting on the table. Anyway, if I wasn't so close to the camera, I guarantee you I can open it. I carried this the other day. You should have saw that in the opening video. This is a really great knife. I'll show you what its papa is. So this is the Kiwi Plus. I mean, this is the Kiwi Plus. This is the Kiwi regular Kiwi. So the regular Kiwi came out first, and I think it was such a popular hit. They asked the designer to design a full-size one, you know, like a bigger one, and he made it a liner lock. So and these regular Kiwis, they're just double detent lock. There's no liner in there. So, well, I mean, there's liners in there, but there's nested liners, but it's just a detent. This is nested liners too, but it's a liner lock. And I kind of like it being, honestly, I like it being a liner lock at this size. So this knife really impressed me. It's just a really cool design. I like this. I believe this is probably a bead blasted blade. I love it. I think this is a perfect blade. I'd rather see a bead blasted than a satin or a stainless steel or stainless satin. I like this knife. So this will be in my running. This is I believe it's Nitro V steel. I think this is Nitro V2 also. I don't remember. So you could, this is a example of a stone washed, and this is an example of a like a sort of a black wash. It's not very, it wasn't black washed extremely, but anyway, let's go on. Let's put a couple knives out there. So these I'm considering. This, another knife that I'm considering. This is the what do you call it? I always forget. Ahab. I always want to call it the whale. So this is the Ahab, and this impressed me. It's absolutely impressive. It's so light. It's so light. It's so skinny, thin. It's a pleasure to carry. You wouldn't think so, but it has a very deep carry for a milled clip. Milled clips are not known for deep carry. I'm impressed with this. This is the Artisan Ahab, and this is on my list. This will be hard to not win. Let me tell you. And so I'm going to show you an old one. This is on my list too. This is the Stevie Conspirator. So I don't know what I'm going to call this. Maybe I should enter a button lock category, but I don't think so. I'm just going to go by pricing. So I have a Conspirator that still has the original clip. I think I don't. Maybe I gave it away. I think I gave it away. But I went with this milled clip. I think this knife was so lovely. It just inspired me to add a milled clip to it, and I kind of like it matching the blade somewhat. It's not an exact match, but it's, if you don't stare at it a long, you don't stare at it too hard, it comes across as matching the blade, because it isn't as stone washed as the blade. So this is one of my favorites. I'm into wood this year. Into wood. I'm extremely got a wood hard on for wood. Yeah, this is another knife that's in my wheelhouse for knife of the year, and I don't think many of you guys know about this knife. I think this knife is if you're into buck knives, and I'm not necessarily into buck knives, I think this was a sort of a sleeper knife. I'm basing that on I don't come across too many reviews of this knife. This is I think this is called the Saunter, but it's the number is 250, buck 250. I believe it's called the Saunter, and it's a slip joint. It's a 22 limited edition. By limited, I think they just they order whatever companies order, they will make, and they won't make it. So like if all the companies ordered like 200 knives, there's only 200 knives. But I believe I probably made way more than that. It was kind of expensive knife. I don't remember the price. it has like a shred carbon fiber handle, and I think it's a pretty nice knife. It's really small, but I think it would make a great gentleman's carry. It's pretty fancy. It's an S35V in steel. Yeah, I like it. So this is going to be entered, and I'm going to start wrapping up this video. So this is another knife that will be surely in my Knife of the Year video. I don't know if it will win, but it will definitely be in there because I love this knife. This is the Concept Fenrir. It's designed by, I forgot that name, the name of the designer. Yeah, I forget the name of the designer, but this is his logo. Sparrow Knives, I believe. Sparrow, something like that. This is my first Damascus knife. I've never owned a Damascus knife, and everything I dig about this knife is from the, I would guess, spear point to, I love this handles, how they are not just a pretty handle with a red and black. They have pockets. I love that pockets. And this is all titanium, and this is different. It's like a reverse bolster design. I mean, it's not really a bolster, but you probably, everybody's used to seeing the titanium up front and then the G10 in the back, or whatever, what have you. So the only thing I would like to have I would like to have a spacer, like said Stevie got a spacer. I would like to have a red spacer made out of G10 or something. Other than that, I love this knife. And I've probably done reviews in all these knives. If you want more information, I've reviewed these knives. So, and lastly, this one's going to be on my list. You know, I don't know if I probably won't. It probably won't win, because if the category is like 150 plus or whatever, that's not many knives I own. I believe this is a 150 plus knife, and this is a 150 plus knife, but I can't tell you what other 150 knives plus knives I own in 2022. So, and I've talked about this, and I've did a breakdown of this, and I've shown this plenty off. So this is really, really cool design. This has me so hyped. I've been carrying it constantly. This is a Safe Queen. I don't know. I should cut with it. I should abuse it, because I can't see myself ever giving it away. But I'm trying to hold off right now and see if the desire wears off. If it starts to wane, I want to treat it right before I get rid of it. So, but at this point in time, I love the knife. So, all right, guys, thanks for joining me. This is some of my picks. You should see a video that popped up here or at the end of some other picks. I won't keep you guys. Have a great weekend. This is Friday. Have a great weekend. Take care, Wastelanders, and see you on the other side.